Hello everyone, this is Zion and welcome back to Let's Play The Sims 4 Legacy Challenges Part 15. As you can see, Dana has aged up. And per the Legacy Challenge rules, we do need to randomize her traits, which I have gone ahead and done. You do need to remember or write down your parents' traits for the child beforehand, because once the child does age up, you will not have the option to look at that. Fortunately, I did write down the father's traits, and I did remember the mother's traits, so I was able to put in all the information, and in the future, I will need to write those down. But anyways, we did randomize Rambunctious Scamp. The sim wants to be playful and nimble. So as you can see, there's 4 different child traits. So let's just look at them real quick. We have Artistic Prodigy. Obviously, just wants to succeed in the arts. Rambunctious Scamp wants to be playful and nimble. Social Butterfly wants to talk to everyone and make friends. And a Whiz Kid wants to be the smartest kid in school. So nothing too extraordinary, simple things, usually things that kids would go after. So that's right where it should be. So we got Rambunctious Scamp there. And traits, as you can see, there are less traits for a child than there are for adults. We did come up with Genius. These Sims tend to be focused, can share ideas with other Sims, and may become upset if they haven't improved their mental skills, which is good, so we can work on some skills while we're at it, but that doesn't really go with our aspiration of Rambunctious Scamp. That would kind of be more of a Whiz Kid. So we're going to have to kind of balance our child's life out just a little bit. So we'll go ahead and do that. And let's take a look at Dana. She has aged up. She's a child. And let's go ahead and just look at that. We can play her now. She will age up in 13 days. So child's life is 13 days. And that will be when she becomes a teenager. There are not toddlers in this game. If you remember correctly, everybody should know by now there's no toddlers in this game. So 13 days from toddler to teenager sounds about right. Maybe even extends it just a bit, but that gives them enough time to enjoy being a child. We have not made a room yet. As you can see, we did remodel just slightly. We expanded the floor in the kitchen to make this actually 2 separate rooms. We got the kitchen and just kind of our hall area. And then we added a living room just to kind of close off the house. We didn't have a lot of money, so we went the cheapest living room and even deleted everything that came with it. And we went ahead and put a door right here on the side. You can see that right there. And we did throw a roof on just to kind of complete our house. So there it is, our house, no windows, but it is a house nonetheless. And I was hoping to have a little bit more at this point in the game, but apparently that wasn't going to happen. Now, looking over the rules in the Legacy Challenge, there's one thing we do need to focus on for every generation, other than just having another generation spawn from that generation, which is memorialize the Sims before they die. Now, Jorge will be dying here fairly soon. He's lived 108 days already. Since he's been so good at his comedy skill, this point is in the creative section, if you needed to know that. But we do need to either write a song, create a long routine, or paint a high quality picture and then put that up, or in Jorge's case, he's going to be performing that. He has been working on those. As you can see, continue composing routine. So that is something we need to do. And we're going to go ahead and do that. We have already made, I believe, 2 long routines. One will be for Jorge and one will be for Charlie. And then this third one he's working on will be for Dana. So we can get that out of the way and kind of see what we can do from there. So let's go ahead and play with Dana a bit. The lack of crying should be nice. Let Charlie sleep a little bit. Apparently they did leave us the crib, or the bassinet, or whatever you would want to call that. So we're going to go ahead and keep that. We're going to have another baby coming very soon. Let's just go ahead and sell this. Do we get any money? We do get 150 simoleons for selling that, even though I believe it came for free. But she's pregnant again, and that was kind of our objective. So we can have at least one more child before Jorge dies, and to really get the second generation going. If we can have a third child, that'd be ideal. With Jorge's age, I don't know if that'll be possible, but we'll see. You could see a lot of dirty dishes around here, and for some reason we have not been able to clean those up for the life of us. I don't know what the problem is, or if there's just a glitch in the game, but it's not letting us clean everything up. So let's see if we can once again, she just kind of put all the dishes down after she collected them. I'm not sure what the issue is. I believe I'm going to go ahead and try to throw in another sink, or maybe even a dishwasher if there is one. Now let's go ahead to kitchen. And there doesn't seem to be a dishwasher, there's just sinks. So let's go ahead and just throw in another sink. Actually, let's just move the sink we have. I'm not sure, it just might be a glitch with the positioning of the sink, or maybe even this stuff just being in front of the dishes so we can't collect them all is making us stop. So let's make sure all the dishes are accessible. We did have a dresser here. I don't know where that went. I don't believe I sold that. And I think that also had all of our My Sim dolls on it, so that's not very good if that has disappeared. I did just restart the game, but for some reason some things just aren't working right. We did break our fridge. One of the points for the Legacy Challenge are to get the fully upgraded most expensive fridge and stove. Sounds like some simple things. I do want to get handiness up in this next generation, as well as some things that will go over the long term, such as gardening and the rocket ship that'll be fully up. See, now we are able to clean that up, so I'm not sure what the problem was before. But let's look at Dana's aspirations. Now there are only 3 categories here. Play on a jungle gym while playful, and dance for 2 hours. Alright, so we are going to want to buy a stereo or something so she could dance. There's motor skills as a child apparently, and play video games, and practice typing. So we'll see just kind of where her aspiration takes us. And it's 5 in the morning. She's a grade school student. She does go to school at 8. And she needs to attend school while energized. So they have this kind of set up just like work, which is perfect. Do we have homework in our inventory? We do. So as soon as we grade up, we get homework before we even go to school, which is kind of a chip. So let's see if Jorge finished that routine. He has not finished that routine. As you can see here, he does have 1, 2 long routines, and that is what you need to do for memorializing Sim, is to have long routines, which I believe is available at level 8 or skill level 8 on your comedy. And so we're just going to go through this day real quick, get Dana off to school. Let's see if she finished her homework. It doesn't say there. Let's see if it says here. It's only 25%. And she's tired, and she doesn't have a bed. That's right, I do need to get a kid's room, and I'm not sure where I'll put that. Maybe I'll just put it off the living room here. But we don't have the money now. So she might just have to sleep with her parents for a little bit. And she's going to be the heir, assuming everything goes okay, for the second generation. So we really need to get this second generation going and get, everything we really need in the household, so we can focus on some of the other tasks that we will need to in the Legacy Challenge. Alright, and it's 8 o'clock. Dana should be going off to school. Unless she just doesn't go to school on her first day, which seems to be the case. Yet it does say right there, class in 24 hours. So she does have time to do her homework. Let's see if we can get her to go sleep in there. And Charlie being pregnant, she doesn't have a whole lot to do. One thing I've been trying to get her to do is just get all 3 cooking skills up. Her mixology is 5 and her gourmet cooking is 3. So we have a lot to work on there. So let's get her skills up and then she could just read for a bit. We do have a broken fridge, which is very unfortunate. So let's just have a quick meal. We probably should have made a gourmet meal so we could work on that gourmet skill. I'm not sure how long this broken fridge will last, or if the food will continue to be available to cook from. So let's go ahead and see if we can read mixology. We did buy a bar, but practicing mixology with the bar doesn't seem to be available. You can make drinks, but that's the only way to really get any skills off of it. So you pretty much just have to read to get that skill up. And as you can see, it kind of goes fairly slow. Her cooking is 10 already. I don't know if I mentioned that. And Dana's off. Okay, so she does have all the kid traits right off the get-go. She has creativity, mental, motor, and social. And they all start with 5%. So let's see if we can get her playful. I'm not sure the best way to get her playful. So let's see if we can figure out how to get her more playful. Charlie is over there. Looks like she's making... What is she making? What is this? A garden salad. So she did make a garden salad earlier on her own too before I started this video. Let's go ahead and continue reading our mixology. Not sure where she put that. Is this it here? No. Maybe it's in her inventory. No, I'm not seeing that. Did she have to put that down somewhere? Unless she just put it back in the bookcase. No, she didn't. So our mixology books disappeared. Oh, there it is. That's mixology 1. We want mixology 2. Okay, so those are mixology books. We got the drinks on the front. One's thicker than the other. That makes sense. And Dana will probably work on her homework. And then we can see if we can get her playful. I'm not sure of the best way to do that. See if we can just get... Let's chat in the kids' chat room. That's awesome. That's kind of weird. She just started reading on her own, but she is a genius, so that makes sense. Now she does a social skill. She can use press to talk on talking toys. And I don't believe there's a park nearby, so we're going to have to take her away to get her to the playground, to the jungle gym. That's going to be difficult to do. And we can't get Jorge to work on his skills while Dana's on that computer. So let's kick Dana off the computer. So some of our appliances might be split between our people right now, while we don't have a whole lot. Jorge's starving. Let's get him something to eat. And I don't believe Jorge works today. No, he does not. And Charlie, she does work today. No, she does not work today either. So they're both off. She has not gotten her raise, or her performance raise, as a head caterer yet. She does have everything she needs. It just it hasn't been happening. She probably needs to work a little bit harder while she's off at work. Alright, so how's that homework coming, Dana? 75% done. And get 2 skills to level 4. Okay. So she's doing her homework. So let's see if we can get that homework the rest of the way. If we have our computer, let's get Jorge to finish this. He wants to finish this routine. before he dies. So let's go ahead and get Dana off to a playground. And she'll travel by herself. So I haven't played with any children yet. I'm not sure how it works. Let's see if we can find ourselves a jungle gym. Now I'm not sure where the jungle gyms are. That looks like to be some place for kids to play over in Oasis Springs. So we'll go there. Yes, she did travel all the way to the other neighborhood all by herself. Hopefully there's no problems by doing that. Alright, so let's do this. Enlarging microscopes. If you haven't seen the microscopes, they are quite large. Okay, so she's tense. And she wants to take a bath. Return to active lot. Why is she returning to active lot? Now I'm not sure how we can get her playful. Well, let's just play a little bit. We have Charlie. Bring Charlie here. Let's see if we can build her skill. So let's... Now there's not the mixology skill. That might have helped if we had the bar. We can work on our gourmet cooking though. And let's have Jorge. I guess we're just going to build skill as well. And let's work on our comedy bit. Now she's uncomfortable. She needs to pee, poor girl. Let's take her to the bathroom and go pee. I'm not seeing a whole... Oh, here comes another kid. So let's have her come talk to this kid. Let's... Josu. Interesting name. Oh, here's another kid over here as well. Let's... Oh, we could join the space adventure. Let's just join the space adventure and get rid of this friendly introduction. Nope, they don't know each other yet. We know that. So I don't know whose kids these are. But we are chatting. Let's see how that's working on her skills. She's getting her motor skills and her social skills up a bit. Dana is a genius. Genius Sims are more focused for mental pursuits, which they require to remain happy. She's getting tired. So this could take a while to get her skills up. Apparently she never joined that Space Explorer adventure. Let's see if we can do that. Play Space Explorer together with Josu. And I'm not sure where Josu went. It is getting late. We should probably go home. So let's have her travel. There should be a go home option. There it is right there. Let's just go home. So we're done playing Space Explorers for now. So we'll get back home. Let's try to get Jorge to finish up his long routine. And then maybe we'll go to the nightclub and perform all 3 for the Sims that we made them for. Now the scoring on the Legacy Challenge for the memorializing Sims doesn't really specify how to do it. It doesn't specify whether or not he can do his own memorializing, so we've gone ahead and done that. Let's go ahead and have Dana go to sleep and continue composing this routine so we have all 3. And with any luck, he can actually do a 4th once our next baby's born, so we can have the 2nd generation already memorialized right upon birth. we won't have to worry about it for a couple more generations, and we could just focus on getting our skills and aspirations up. So he's doing pretty good. Charlie doesn't need to go pee, so go ahead and go pee. And go ahead and go to sleep. Again, it also doesn't specify whether or not the sim has to be present while the comedy routine is performed. And it also doesn't specify whether or not you can perform it in your own house. We're just going to go to the nightclub to do it, because I don't see the point of making these routines if you can't show it off. So that is exactly what we're going to do. But we'll go ahead and do that in the next episode, get those routines done. And we're probably going to have our next baby here pretty soon. Let's see how far Charlie is along. It doesn't say just yet. So it could be, oh, there it is. She is in her second trimester, so that should be coming out in another day and a half. But we'll meet back here on next episode. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a fabulous day.